Are we rolling,
Yeah,
Erica? We're ready. Just give us a thumbs up and we'll give her.
we're ready on both sides. Okay, sweet, we're on.
We going? What's up?
Ah, fuck, bro, what a week, man.
How's the week? What'd you get up to?
Other than dealing with my fucking car and like
You
fucking
still not have your car back?
bro, it's been so many days, and like I suggest to anybody that's ever getting a fucking third party warranty to never go through Secure Drive. It's been honestly a fucking nightmare.
What the fuck is third party warranty?
Well, when you first buy a vehicle, you usually get the brand new vehicle. You get a 4 years, 80,000 kilometers, 5 years, 100,000, whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Buy a vehicle secondhand, you might be at the end of that 4 year term, so you're allowed to get an additional extension on the warranty, which they don't tell you is not normally directly through the dealership. It's always third party, right?
Oh, okay. So they're taking forever to get parts?
Oh, but it's not even taking forever to get parts. It's just the back and forth between them and Audi, and like
So what are you whipping now? Still the Jeep?
I got the fucking Jeep. It's nice. I mean, it attracts no attention. Like nobody looks at me crazy. People wave at me. The Jeep
Welcome
waves
to
at
white
me.
privilege.
It is basically white privilege. It's a white privilege vehicle. I've come to realize that, which is not really a problem for me.
Speaking of white privilege, we made the statement earlier. Do you think that 8 Mile has made more strides in the civil rights movement than I don't know what we're comparing it to?
Well, I'll be not gonna say Martin Luther King because it hasn't, but I'll tell you right now. I mean, it's a great movie. I like 8 Mile. Like
It's not a great movie.
it's not a great
they
movie,
were
but I
saying.
love it though. You know what I mean? It's like I think Get Rich or Die Trying is a better movie. I think Notorious is worse. I think
Notorious made me cry almost.
Notorious is one of the worst autobiography type movies I've ever
Really?
seen in my life. I think it's fucking terrible.
It brought me to tears almost.
I mean, it just showed me like that Biggie really wasn't talking like. I mean, I know rappers lie and shit, but like to me, that's like actually been involved in the lifestyle. To find out that they fabricate to that level is.
What level did they
Very
fabricate in
disappointing.
that movie? I'm not sure. You need to educate me right
well,
now.
he's talking about having a couple grams and his mom catching him. It's really light shit. Where in his raps, he's talking about being a bird man and moving this, that, and the third, having his dogs will come wet you up OT like.
But isn't that what it is in the rap game?
I mean, yeah, to an
You're
extent,
gassing yourself
a
up.
lot of rappers are capping, yeah, but like at the end of the day, like there has to be a certain like I respect the craft a bit. Like I get you have to tell your story and make it sound as cool as possible, but like fuck, bro, if you've never taken a bird OT or you've never done that type of shit, like I don't know, keep that shit on your rap.
Define for my white folks out here listening. What does taking the bird OT mean?
I mean, I'm not gonna do all that type of shit, right? But
what does that mean? What is the definition for the white people listening?
Definition, but I can tell you, like you're bringing something out of town to hopefully turn a profit. The farther you go from where you got it, is the more money you're gonna make.
Okay,
it's kind of a mathematical thing, right? I mean, depending on where you are, right? But at the end of the day, if you let's say, for instance, you're grabbing something here and you're going somewhere else, like farther up north or some shit, you're gonna make more money because out there the demand is higher because there's less people and there's less people to supply that product, whatever you're bringing, whether it's
it makes sense.
This is how it is.
I have a theory with the drug trade and like illegal grow up. Well, like we don't even know whatever people growing weed in the bush.
Yeah.
That's probably responsible for more forest fires than people think. People panicking and burning down their fucking bushes.
I think more people are dealing with fires from crystal meth. Crystal meth is what usually starts the most fires. To be honest with you.
That is. What do you get that from? Oh, you mean cooking it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, not in the world.
Well,
like lightning probably starts the most fire.
I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, but like when we're talking about like drugs that cause fires, people are making it's crystal meth usually.
No, I'm talking about like these forest fires. There's a lot of times where people panic and
people are like putting up little fucking like you never watched fucking Breaking Bad. Like I actually haven't watched Breaking Bad, but I know he has an RV that he drives around in, which he could park anywhere he wants to.
Yeah, he does it in the middle of the desert though.
Yeah,
so it's like
I mean, he just happens to be in the desert, but here in Canada, where there's plenty of forest, I mean, you think about the same shit.
Yeah, you think that's more likely than people burning their weed crop?
Weed, how are you burning weed? What the fuck are you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
you let the shit fucking grow, and even when you have an indoor like project, which I've seen plenty of in my time, like there's not much electricity components to it where you're like, oh my god, we're gonna set the city on fire. Like no, we're gonna have an Australia incident on our hands.
So what's Australia? What do you think caused Australia?
If you had to guess, didn't they say some dumbass kids that fucking started that shit for teehees? Isn't that what?
But what were they doing? Cooking meth?
No, they're just fucking assholes. Like, you never been a kid and just been a fucking asshole.
Never said like let's start a forest fire. No, maybe I'm privileged. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you some of the things that I've done, but I've definitely set some fires I shouldn't have started. Well, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I guess. So you think it was just like fucking around and turned into the biggest forest fire?
Man, when you're a kid, you're a little pyro. I remember when I was in high school, one of my buddies like set a fire in the desk.
Oh yeah.
I got set it for 30 days, and some other kid ended up getting the name for it.
Speaking of fires, I need to shout out. I'm performing Oshawa Concert Hall this Sunday. Yeah. Fucking 4 artists for Australia. Come out if you're listening. I'm performing a 20-minute set of me ranting about
Yeah.
God knows what.
I don't know. Maybe I'll join him. I don't know.
Come
We'll see how my
through.
Sunday is, bro.
There'll be a lot of white people. It's a lot of cover bands, old white people.
I'll bring my black friends to like set a status quo.
I would love that just to see, because there's gonna be a lot of old white people that be like, "You're at the wrong show, buckos."
I mean, I felt that way when I went to the Doobie Brothers concert last year. People were just like, "Do you know what this band
yeah.
plays?"
Why were you at Doobie Brothers though?
Because I like good music.
You call Doobie Brothers good? Okay.
I mean, yeah, like
All right, let's get this. How
white
about this?
people can make good music.
No, let's
Surprising the
hear
popular
this.
belief, you guys make good
No,
music.
I know that, but like
Do
I'm
you,
white.
though?
I'm very proud
Do
of
you,
it.
though?
I'm very proud. I'm so proud of
You
being
know you can't
white.
say
People
that, though.
want, yeah,
I
people
would
say
say,
it's
like,
like,
you can't say that you're proud of being white, right? Like you can be happy to be white. Like anyone would be like happy to be white. But
I'm proud
you
to be
can't
white.
proud. It's
We
racist.
invented a lot
It's
of shit
racist to
though.
say you're proud. Well, I mean, niggas made a lot of shit too. Like,
No, I fuck with black people heavy, but
I'm
like
saying
I'm
we-
just a proud white male.
I mean, we built America, so give us some credit, right?
I'm a proud straight right white male.
That's literally a hate crime these days.
No, actually, I'd
Like,
fuck a
I'm not
tranny,
offended.
so I don't. I think I make maybe something else. Who knows?
Yeah, you're definitely like I don't
What,
know.
what would that title me as?
You're definitely not cisgender because you technically would fuck a dude, right?
No, if they have
It's
tits, it
fucking a
ain't gay.
dude. No.
If they have tits, it ain't gay.
Buddy, I have tits. If you fuck me, it's gay.
No, those aren't tits. We're talking like double D's, like
Eh.
nice shaped, custom made.
It doesn't matter if they. Well, you mean they're not always custom.
You
made,
have a
great.
beard, fam.
So what? I could shave the beard and I'm a bitch. What? Like what?
Yeah, true.
You don't have a beard. You're not a man.
You got me.
Basically,
Fuck.
like Old Spice commercial, right?
Yeah, so like if you're hotter, maybe I'd fuck you. I don't know.
Jesus, I'm just not appealing to you. That's fine.
Yeah, you're definitely not my type if I'm into fucking.
Yeah, I'm perfectly
tranny.
fine with that because I don't want guys to be into me. I'm not looking for the male species to be like, that's the guy I want to fuck.
What were we
I don't wanna
talking
give off
about
that vibe at
though
all.
before? What were you leading into before that? We were saying something about something.
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I'm pretty stoned, but what I can say is that if you really, really in your heart think you'd be cool with fucking a dude that has become a chick, like, you got to question your own sexuality a little bit. Like, will you leave your family one day for a chick that is
What
a guy?
family?
You're not going to have a family one day, Kevin?
I want to have a family, but
You're
like I don't
right.
have one right now.
But you're gonna, and you might want to leave them for a tranny one day. If
No,
this is the path you're going to take.
I'm not gonna leave anyone. I'm gonna cheat, like every good rich white male does.
Rich white man privilege.
What do you mean, rich white man? Like
You know
black
what,
men don't
honestly,
cheat.
Black men don't cheat. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? We know this.
Yeah,
You've not seen
fair.
Twitter?
Yeah, fair. I'm
No,
not
but-
gonna say black men cheat during Black History Month. So
Exactly,
black men
that
don't
too.
cheat.
Jesus Christ, bro. You know
I'm
Martin
not
Luther King was
saying
cheating on the LO. Come on, Dougie.
No, I think every male will cheat.
I don't think every male will cheat, but I think that, like me personally, I think it comes down to if you're a successful male enough, will you cheat? Like,
No,
I don't think betas get the right to cheat because, like, you're like subservient. You do what your girl
Well,
tells you.
you're just happy to get pussy at that point,
Yeah, you
right?
shouldn't even be happy to get pussy, but you should be like, whatever. It's like jerking off. It's like, pussy comes, cool.
Yeah, let's take simp life.
Exactly. Well, I don't want to say it's far as simp life, but like, once you start looking at pussy as like obtaining a goal, as if like it's like Mario finishing the level and jumping on the flag, like you're a clown. You're never gonna get it easily. Like it's like getting pussy should be like breathing to you.
Yeah, getting pussy should be like catching a Pokemon. Like
Yeah, and like in the earlier
you got to
levels,
fight it a bit.
a little bit, but it's like a level 3 canopy. Like it's not like. It's not like the 60s where you have to like write a bitch for like 8 months and you have to court her. Like it's not that hard.
You got
It's
to
like,
get their HP down
yeah, you don't have to do it the HP down. Like I'm pretty sure you can throw the Pokeball
and then
like,
capture them.
full health, no paralyzed, no sleep powder, just the Bill Cosby right there, a little sleep powder.
Yeah, Pokemon is suspect now. That
Very
think about it.
suspect. Go to sleep so I can catch you. Like,
I meant to ask you. I remember Rosie meant to say earlier. 5 albums you had to take. You're on a deserted island. Only 5 albums you can listen to for the rest of your life. 5 albums, any genre, mix and match. I'll give you my 5. I think.
Can I take top hits albums like instead?
Sure.
That's
If
the
it's an
smartest thing to
album, it's
do.
an album.
I'm gonna take a Michael Jackson top hits because that only
Okay.
makes sense.
For when you're fucking kids, sure.
No, not at all. Michael Jackson makes great music, and I don't believe in the
He
allegations.
does. You don't
know
believe
what
in
I
the
mean?
allegations?
Of course not. What kind of fucking black man wants to fuck little white kids for Christ's sakes?
He didn't want to be black. He went white. That's probably why
He
he
had
went white.
vitiligo. He was afraid of his blackness.
Dog, come on, man.
I
Like
don't
that
know.
guy turned white out of nowhere.
Well, it makes sense for him to turn white and then start raping the kids, right?
Do you even think that second part 2 of Michael Jackson was really the same Michael Jackson, or do you think they just like
That nigga was completely
put,
different. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie
that's
to
what I mean. Like
the nose, like the skin was different. Like nothing about him felt still like Michael.
they're like, we're gonna get this plastic surgery white
Yeah.
dude, and he's now Michael Jackson.
Some people believe that black Michael died and the white Michael Jackson was a completely different Michael Jackson. That is a theory.
Or maybe he retired, like Tupac style. He's like, I'm done with this
I
shit.
feel like Tupac actually took 5 bullets and died.
You think he's dead?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like, yes. I think
So-
he's fucking dead. I don't think he's alive.
You don't have
believe in the
Tupac in your top 5 albums, then, eh?
whole- Ooh, I wouldn't say that.
What do you got?
I think Pac's better than Biggie. I'll say that.
Do you
10
go all
times
rap
over.
albums? I'm gonna go a Metallica album for sure.
Mm,
I'd probably go because that's
I
why
like
I grew up
Metallica.
on that.
I like Metallica, but I don't love Metallica.
I'd give one Eminem album. I would probably go like.
I would want Eminem's greatest hits for sure in there, and I want Jay-Z's greatest hits because those are like two of my top favorite artists.
But you know what an album I would 100% need? I would need Nas, Damian Marley's collab album. You know that one, Distant Relatives? That's a fire
You're
album.
trying to make a black friend right now? Like, come on.
Nah. It's a good album.
It's,
Like
it's a decent album. On my top 5, like I'm on a deserted
'Cause-
island. Fuck no, I'm not bringing that shit.
it's island vibes, fam. You're on an island.
I don't like a Bob Marley CD, like straight off the hop. Bob Marley's greatest hits with the Wailers and we're Gucci.
Oh, Bob Marley's not bad.
It's this love.
I would
that
probably
I'm
go Pink
feeling.
Floyd too. Maybe a Pink Floyd album for when I'm tripping out at nighttime, looking at
I
stars.
think a Three Dog Night or like a fucking
Three Dog Night. What the fuck's Three Dog Night?
some CCR. Like you gotta learn
Really?
your white groups, buddy. And
I'm not big into the white culture sometimes. I'm
You're not.
proud, but I'm not into the culture.
you know what? Like it's
Bland, tasteless peoples.
your you know what? Your parents are kind of young in comparison to mine. Like my dad, if he was alive, would be like in his like early 70s, and my mom's like in her mid 60s. So
Really?
I
eh?
felt yeah, it's a
Are
little
you
bit.
the only child?
Of course.
Okay.
That's why I was about to get
Okay.
away with what I got.
Oh
away with.
man said fuck condoms, eh?
Bro, he didn't even want kids. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna make this little nigga.
Wow.
My mom wanted kids.
How old were you when he died?
When my pops died?
Yeah.
Fuck, it's 2016, so 4 years ago. I've been 24.
Oh, 4. Okay, so I thought
yeah,
it was
I've been
like
24. No, I've been 25 actually.
what?
No,
So
I've been 24.
did
No,
he
I've been
not,
25.
did he not give you shit for the shit you get into?
I mean, he always gave me shit. He wasn't like yeah, like go for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars about it, but he's just like, you're my kid.
What
And my
did he-
parents are hella religious too, right? So
Like Christian?
yeah, not Muslim, obviously. Like the fuck, you see me drinking and smoking pot, right? You don't
Well,
see
I
me say
don't know.
Alhamdulillah.
I know Muslim people that drink and smoke pot all the
Yeah, well,
fucking
they're not real
time. Mashallah.
Muslims, so
Wallahi.
they're not real Muslims. So.
Really? You say that?
They're stricter than Christians. Like a lot of Christian groups, like they're not as strict. So, but Muslims
I
are. There's
wouldn't-
no half-assing being Muslim.
What
like,
is your religion?
my
what's
parents are
your
Seventh-day
religion?
Adventist, so they're damn near like cult
No,
Christianity.
now what are your parents? Where the fuck are you?
What am I? I'm agnostic. I
What
mean,
the fuck does that mean?
that means that you believe in a higher power, but you're not really on the whole like it's definitely God, it's the Christian God, it's the Muslim God. You just believe that there's some creator of some sort.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind
There
of
gotta be something, or there's like reincarnation. Like I'm not like completely.
yeah,
sold on the
reincarnation
creator.
can make sense. Like you just randomly turn into something else at the different side of the universe, some other
Yeah.
being of some sort based on your
My
previous life.
boys always tell me that like they think that I'm a white conservative in my past life. That I was like an old white guy.
Nah, if
I can't
anything,
believe that.
I think you were like all of us were just like some other species on a different planet. And this
That's
is
what
our
you think? You think it's
this
you
is
go
the
to different
stop we're on
planets?
now. Yeah, I think it's like you
Earth would be a
reincarnate
shit
across
stop.
across the different
I
end
feel
of
like
the
Earth would be
galaxy.
one of the first stops because the farther along you go, you'd see how more advanced civilizations are. Because like Earth is pretty trash if you think about it. Like
Yeah, well, if you
we're
think
all
about it,
humans and we're still beefing about like colors and shit, whereas like other planets are probably like
well, if you think about it, like
lizards.
200 years ago, the Comanche Aboriginal peoples in North America still ran free, like living off the land. That
before
was
the
only a
white man
couple
came
hundred
with the
years.
smallpox and the Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Right?
we bought the black people too. Aboriginal.
You brought us. Thank
The-
you for saying that you brought us because we were not here
But the thing is, like,
in Canada at least.
there's some racist Aboriginal people that hate black people, like just as much as they hate white people.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
Like it's your guys, like fucking, well, the ones that
buddy, I
came
don't
into.
care. Like, ooh, you guys huff airplane fluid. Like, fight me, bro. I'll fucking smash you.
you huff airplane fluid.
You want to get fucking
Gas
racist with
sniffer.
me?
I was talking
I'll
about
tell
gas.
you right now, I'm way better with a tomahawk than they are. So you want to bring that
No
fucking
way.
smoke? 100%.
No way. If mans were living
100%.
on like the Comanches
First of
back in the
all-
day were savages, man.
Yeah, back in the day. Like, look at them now. They're very soft.
But what is with the term gas sniffer?
Because they
'cause you
literally do it. You can huff gas and get high.
No, I know that, but like you could call anyone. You could call a white guy from Oshawa a gas sniffer.
Yeah, but he's not. He's doing crystal meth or like fentanyl.
You think Aboriginals are actually sniffing gas?
100%. It's the cheapest thing they can do. It's not an issue we have here in Ontario as
No.
much. Northern Ontario and like Alberta and shit. This is a genuine issue. Like I'm not even. This is
You actually snort,
Yeah, bro.
sniff gas.
this isn't shits and
Like
giggles and ha-has.
cocaine.
This is real shit. Yeah, they huff it, bro. Like
Like, how would you do that? Like, if I
you
was to do-
hallucinate on it. Like you would put a fuck. Well, I don't know if we should. We can say this on the
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
You put like a t-shirt over the fucking gas nozzle and you huff it like you huff it. You breathe it in and shit.
Oh, it
You ever heard
smells
of-
nice. It does have a nice smell,
I
though.
love the smell of gasoline.
Yeah,
When
I
go to-
get it. I
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, when I pull up to the gas station, I'm like, oh, can you fill me with that? Like,
Now, even when I was a kid, I was like,
no
that's some
homo.
good shit. It reminded me of the ancestors back in the day, just to smell the gas burning.
You mean like burning the natives or burning the Jews? Where
I
we
let
going
your
with
mind.
this?
I let your mind. No, I was the one burned, if anything, in the Jew side. I was
Are you
Polish.
Jewish? Are you
I'm
Polish?
So like, yeah, they.
But
took
like,
over
how
there.
Polish are you?
I
Your
had,
eyes
I had
blue?
family die in the concentration
Your eyes
camp.
are kind of dark. Yeah.
No, they're like hazel.
I
think.
don't believe that you had family. Did they have the tattoo, the arm tattoo? 'Cause if
No,
there's
what it was,
arm
they
tattoo, I
died
don't
in the
believe it.
concentration camp. Like I had a great uncle or some shit like that. His job was to play the bagpipes as they were marching people in.
And then they just
And
like,
they played
looped them in.
No,
to
they played the wedding march when they put
Mm.
people in the gas chambers, and I guess he played an extra round of the song
Oh, they murked them for that.
as like a protest, form of protest.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Yeah, something like that. But like that's a family story that could have been bullshit and
Yeah,
made up too
100%.
easy. Like
I mean, I'm down to stand for my rights, except for
when your grandparents or parents tell you shit, you're like, you barely remember what the fuck we had for dinner last night.
Yeah,
man.
you're
like,
full of shit, but you just want to bring up some story to make us seem like we're great.
Yeah, literally.
We're just average white folks. Just
But
trying to get by.
I did do deny a lot Polish. So I bet I wouldn't be surprised some people died somewhere along the line when the Germans
100%.
invaded.
Yeah, it's fucking Poland. You guys got fucked in World War II.
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Right off the hop, you guys were the first ones to get fucked.
That's
so.
where they set up base with the Jews and
Yeah,
everything. They're like,
everyone
this
was
is
like,
ours now.
oh, this is my Jew melting cap? Cool. This is where I'm going to put my camp up and melt
Yeah.
most Jews.
You guys can run it.
Exactly.
Do you think that's what they did? No, yeah, they probably had to either
Something
work
like
or
that.
die.
I'll be honest with you, man. Like, if you were faced with that decision, what would you do? Would you be like, fuck that, I'm not going to work, or you're going to melt some Jews? Because me, I'm melting the fucking Jews. Sorry, Jewish community.
Nah, I run. I wouldn't. I would.
You'd run? Buddy, I would
I'd
sit
be
there
out of
and
there.
listen, you know how many people escape from war crimes? I'll be melting the Jews.
No, I'd be fleeing. Like the
I'm not
second
dying.
the
Fuck
second
that.
war broke out, I'd be a pussy and be fleeing. I'm a draft dodger. I'm like, I'm going wherever I'm going to Portugal. Like
I'm with the
fuck
shits. Like, I'm not going to
some
sit there
neutral
and, like,
country. I'm
I'm not gonna
out.
take pride in like melting the Jews, but I'm gonna have to because it's part of my job.
I would do the same thing I would do right now if World War III and we had a draft right now. I would be a draft dodger and I'm dead. I'll fake
World-
my death if I fucking have to. I'm not fighting in no fucking
I'm
war.
a felon, so I don't know if
ever.
I can fight in the war. But if I had the ability to fight in the war, you better believe I'm gonna fucking learn. Are you crazy?
But back in the
Draft me
day,
right away. I'm gonna fucking go over there and fucking
shoot
shoot
day,
some towel
yeah.
heads, like the Americans say, right?
Back in the day, that was the thing to do, I guess. Like, there's not much else. Like, that's what society needed from
No.
you, so you just went
But
and
I
did
want
it.
to be militarized, trained, and I'll take it seriously. Like, I'm not gonna go there and die within my first tour. Like, I want to at least make 2 or 3 tours.
You'd actually go to war right
I'll
now.
100% go to war because I want to give these skills to my children, right? When I have them,
Dog, you're not gonna make it back, fam.
I'm gonna make it back, bro.
Dog, this one you front line. They want you dead.
They
You know
might
what
try,
you-
but it's Canada. I might be
You're
in the
too
back line.
talkative. They're like, you can go first wave.
They don't even do that anymore. That's how war is. War is
Yeah,
like
it's drones. You're a drone
I
pilot.
will fucking Call of Duty my way into your fucking laboratory and blow everything up with my fucking drone.
It's bio warfare too, I think.
That too. I'm gonna cough on some shit.
Yo, remember when people tried to raid Area 51?
That didn't even happen.
No shit, because you
They
would have
should've.
died.
100% you would have. You think Americans is gonna let you roll up there?
What do you
Everyone
think
got
is in there?
smoked.
What do you think's in there though?
Some stuff.
Like some stuff.
Some fucking stuff I wouldn't want to like. To be honest with you, like if I ever knew what was in it, I would never talk about it because I feel like that's just an actual secret.
Yeah.
Now somebody like, oh, my boy's like a virgin. Like, don't tell anybody. This is a real secret. You will die over this secret.
No, apparently they got like UFOs that they try to reverse engineer and alien technology that they
I
try
believe
to reverse
that. I
engineer.
believe that. Look how far technology's come in the last bit.
But the
I
thing
definitely
is,
believe
I
that.
don't think they got it recently. I think a lot of it's from like hundreds, if not thousands, of years that humanity's
And they're
had,
just figuring out how to crack some of this
and
shit.
slowly but surely. And it would also explain a lot of the
can
industrial
believe that.
revolution too.
Well, part of me believes that we're just here as like a farm, right? And like some greater source is gonna come back and like harvest us.
If they're not already doing that,
Mm,
there's a lot of
not
UFO
yet.
activity in the oceans. What are they doing with water?
Stuff.
That's what I mean. Like maybe they're already doing something. We don't know.
They could be. but,
Water's
you know,
such a valuable source here. Imagine what it would be, even salt water.
I don't think so. I think it's about gold.
Really, what the fuck's with gold?
I don't know. Everyone's been obsessed with it from day
You're
one. Like,
obsessed with it because it's flashy, but like, what does it do though?
I mean, it does show status. I will say that.
It was just a form of money, but what is it?
It's stuff.
Like, what do you mean stuff?
There's
Like, that
stuff
makes
on
no
this planet
sense.
that's worth more than other stuff, and gold happens to be one of those things that's more.
But why would
more-
aliens want gold? Is my question.
Maybe it has something to do with like the weapons that they run, or something that powers their ships, whatever the fucking case may be.
Do you think it's that? No.
My boy actually came to me with a theory where he said the Earth is hollow.
Well, like it kind of is. It's just filled with lava, though. It's like a
It's not-
fucking
that's not hollow.
caramel.
It's filled with.
You know, it's like one of those like chocolates
love
with like some
caramel.
sort of filling in
do.
it. It is.
I
That's
mean-
what it is. It's a thin crust with some sort of like.
Yeah, but there's definitely a bunch of holes and shit. And like there might be a hollow point because my boy was basically trying to explain to me that the planet wouldn't stay in orbit. It'd be too heavy or some shit. Like I don't know, some of the backspin, some Serena Williams type shit. But the planet wouldn't stay in orbit if it was fully solid. So it has to have some sort of hollow points to it.
Yeah, this guy's shaking his head back there like that is some capping bullshit. If I've ever heard
I'm
it.
gonna be honest with you guys. Just so you
Now, who
know,
told you this? Like, who's your source? That is. I'm
giving
not
up
the
my
one to say I
sources.
know any science, but
I'm not
like,
gonna give my sources.
Elon-
Hey, you want to talk about some you know? Some
I'm
conspiracy
open to
theory
it. I'm
shit?
open to it.
You gotta-
Elon Musk is trying to dig to the center of the earth. I feel like he wouldn't do that if he didn't have some
feel
sort of
I
questions.
feel like Elon Musk is always up to some shit, and whatever he's doing, I support.
Do you think he's a human?
Yeah,
Yeah? You think humans
I
can create
tend to
such a
believe-
wonderful being?
I tend to believe that the most likely forms of people that aren't human are most likely to be like our politicians and like the royal family. Then I would think that some smart fucking guy that what is he, Swedish or German or I don't know what he is,
I
some
don't
sort of
think-
white.
Yeah,
but
he's definitely white. What is
yeah.
Elon Musk?
He's Musketeerian.
No, what is Elon Musk? He must be like some sort of. He might be American.
Is he
I'm gonna Google
American?
it. He created PayPal. I think that's how he made
Did he?
most,
Yeah, I heard something like that. He
most of
created
his
PayPal,
money.
he sold his money. Then
right
he's
now.
got those
Found out.
fire fucking throwers too.
We don't have
This is not a flamethrower.
we don't have Jamie to pull it up, so I gotta pull it up on my own.
Yeah, right. We'll never be fucking
We need more Elon Musk. He's from Citizenship South Africa. Fuck off.
South Africa, really.
I
Johannesburg.
don't want to sign in, you fucking cunt. Sorry.
Was it Google? Google. Will you sign in? Are you signing in right now?
Yeah. Fuck, sign in. Oh my, he has a Canadian
Fuck, we almost
citizenship.
forgot to bring up Ulster
Fuck
Weekend and
off.
shit too.
Yeah, he has citizenship. Okay, so let's hear. He's from South Africa,
Okay.
but he's a citizenship for South Africa, Canada, and US.
So you can go where the fuck he wants to.
He's a Canadian
He's
citizen.
basically Masai Ujiri. With Justin
Yeah.
Trudeau going where the fuck he wants to. Like,
Except
please.
smarter. He's like next
Like
level
me.
than Masai. Masai's smart enough to bring a ship to Toronto. This guy's like trying to solve world issues. Masai's just trying to get us on
It's
the
one and the
council.
same thing if you really look at it. Like bringing a chip to Toronto is like equally as important.
You
as, like,
seen Trudeau?
saving the world.
You seen Trudeau on the other end of the world bowing to the Iranian fucking leader, dictator?
Well, he better like the little bitch he is, right?
You think? That's kind of suspect. But
I told you, I think Trudeau's a clown. So
you see these protests going on around the country right now? They're
About
blocking
what?
trains right now, and like the East Coast
unless
is
they're
expecting
blocking
propane
trends,
shortages.
I don't care, fam. No, I'm just kidding.
No, seriously though,
Uh,
they're blocking the CN. They're blocking like there's major protests. So like for example, like there's expecting a propane shortage in the East Coast. There's a lot of houses that rely on
Sucks.
propane heating.
Sucks for you. We should got gas heating, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah, but like
Fuck you.
there's these protesters that you can easily arrest.
No, it sucks. I mean,
Like at the end of the day, you can arrest these fucking people. Like
I
the
talk about
RCMP
this
could do their
shit.
fucking jobs. If you're blocking the railway, that's illegal.
I
Arrest
talk
these
about this shit all the
people.
time. Like, you know, the dickheads that want to like block the highway and be like, oh, you
That's
can't
what they've
get
been
home
doing.
because I'll run you the fuck over, buddy.
It's
Like, I
called
don't give a shit.
Shutdown Canada, Project Shutdown Canada.
Yeah, I'll literally get out my car and start smacking you niggas. Like, you guys fucking retarded. If you're blocking my way home to my family, I'll stab you.
So you think that like the CN should just run them over then, eh?
I think the CN should shoot them on spot. Like,
No, just let the train go,
Just
and you'll be
shoot
like,
them.
we're not stopping. If you want to commit suicide, fucking
just
A.
hire a paramilitary group to come there and shoot them.
No, you don't need to shoot them. You could fucking.
I think you do. And if you don't shoot them, just fire some shots in the air. Canadians are pussy anyway. We're not used to that gunfire like America is. Go over there, shoot some shots in the air. Those fucking little
rubber bullets.
Fuck the rubber bullets. Give them the real slugs, bro.
No,
You wanna act like a thug, die like a thug, my nigga.
You're not gonna slaughter
Yeah,
fucking
100%.
Aboriginal protesters.
Is that what they are?
Well, like they're going because the pipeline's going through indigenous lands.
Ooh. Nigga, it's all Aboriginal land. Like, I want to this. All of it's Aboriginal land. So don't crap about this one little spot that we're throwing the pipeline to. It's like, shut up, bro.
That's
Get with the times. Like, you don't live in some little backwater part of fucking Africa where no one cares about the running a pipeline. You live in one of the most major countries in the world. Get with the times. Stop with the TPs and bullshit. No one gives a fuck. You guys already have free taxes, but you don't have to pay
Funny.
taxes on shit. Like, they're not going to give you any more handouts than they're giving you. So get the fuck out of the way of the pipeline. This is how I look at it. Like, you can only get so much from the government run by a bunch of white guys. They're not going to give you the fucking world.
Yeah,
They
and
give you your
probably a
cake.
black
They're not going
guy.
to give you fucking ice cream.
There's
and
probably
chair
a
rental.
black guy somewhere in the mix, a brown guy in the mix, a couple girls.
100 girls,
Yeah.
but black
Do you think
guys
that's
no.
better though? Would you rather like female world leaders or male world leaders?
I've
What do you think would
said
be
this a
better?
million times over. I believe that a good world system would be a man and a woman leading, but I do not believe in female
Not
world
fucking
leaders.
though. It can't be fucking dude
They-
though.
I mean, they can be fucking.
No, because then it's gonna fuck up the world.
And look, I had a little bias. You're right. You know, maybe they should be fucking, but I'll definitely
Some sexual
say
tension might be good for the productivity.
It might be, but you gotta have. I mean, they don't have to be of the same party. They can be different parties. It doesn't matter. It just has to be a man and a woman.
You think?
But I don't
combo?
believe in women running countries. No, I really don't.
How would that work though? A combo? They just take split duties.
They have to come up to an order. Like they have to come together to make a decision. If they can't make a decision together, then nothing happens. So
Nothing
you guys
would-
better figure it out.
Nothing would happen. Well, stuff would happen as long as they're not fucking.
Because that creates the bias, right? And the guys gonna be like, well, I gotta say what she says so I get pussy later.
Would you fuck Hillary Clinton?
In her current state, no. But Monica Lewinsky's sucking dick in the Oval Office, so we know why Bill made his choice, right?
Why wouldn't you fuck her though? You not even for money? For status? Like you're the guy who did dick down Hillary.
Listen, I like old bitches. Like, I'm not gonna front to you. Like, I have a thing for like middle-aged white women and like older white women, like in their 40s and 50s. But like at the end of the day, like Hillary just doesn't do it for me. It's not because of the power or the
But what if she was
intelligence,
the
like, that's
president?
great.
Would you fuck her then?
Because of the presidential clout, maybe. But she fucking lost. Like, I don't fuck with no loser bitch. Like, You tried, but you fucking lost. Like, fuck out of here.
Fuck that.
Hillary Rodham. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
fuck. I'd fuck Hillary for the sex tape. No, actually I wouldn't
You
because
fuck Obama, bro.
no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck any of them because you end up dead, fam.
For sure, because like
not
once you
trying to
fuck them, it's
die.
like they have to kill you. It's out there now, right?
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't
not gonna
trust them.
die. Maybe Trudeau though. He has nice hair. He'll dress up nice.
No.
Go out for dinner.
I would rather get the opportunity to punch Trudeau in the kidney. Because I know he boxes, so like
Why would you want to punch him? What did he do to you?
nothing personal, but I just I want to put that out there. Like, Trudeau, I know you box, so if you ever want to get in the ring, like
The guy would probably box you. He looks in shape.
I mean, maybe in shape, but can he throw as hard as I can? And I'm gonna save my energy and only throw haymakers that will land.
Dog.
Because remember this.
He's had white privilege training. You don't know what
White
that's
privilege.
like. You don't have that Tyson training where you grew up as a child through it.
Motherfucker, I went to fucking jail, dog. You think I'm afraid of fucking Trudeau?
Dog, you went to
Open a
Pickering
prep house?
High, dog.
Yeah. And?
Like, it's not like you grew through Tyson vibes, like homeless and shit. Like,
Well, yeah, I didn't grow up like fucking Tyson, but I definitely didn't grow up like Trudeau in a prep school with a fucking nanny that fucks my ass every once in a while. Like, no.
yeah, but he's in shape, fam.
So what if he's in shape?
I think he's
barely
gonna
in
outwork
shape.
you.
Is that what you believe?
I think so. And he's reptilian. He's probably stronger than you. He probably has like
Yeah.
out of human strength.
Have you watched Trudeau boxing? Have you seen that video where that guy is literally putting lumps on him? Because like
No,
he's
I've
not
seen
a-
like him just hitting gloves. To be
that's
honest,
what I'm saying. If you watch the fight of him actually fighting somebody, he gets fucked up. So it's not even like for you saying that. It's
no, but
disrespectful.
no,
It is.
even still,
Because personally, I've never lost a fight and I've been jumped. So I've never lost a fight. So
But
but Trudeau
in the-
wants that smoke any day of the week.
in the realm of
I'm
world
there.
leaders, he's probably gonna outbox most of them.
Mm,
How many world leaders right now you think could really outbox
I mean that's
him?
fair because you know what? Most world leaders aren't really great fighters, but I will say once he takes a tiptoe into the dark continent of Africa, it might be a
One of
different
those
story.
like princes or kings.
One of those like young African princes will slap the shit out of him,
No,
or like send one of their wives to detonate.
nah. Honestly, like he's probably top 5 strongest world leader in terms of a boxing fight.
Definitely not mentally, but that's the whole issue because he's so weak mentally. Will he perform physically?
I don't think he's weak mentally. I think he's very smart. That's why he's so deceptive and two-faced because he just changes faces when he needs to. That's what I would do if I was him.
You think Trudeau's actually not as much of a puppet bitch as we think it is, and he's a real man behind closed doors?
Well, he's a puppet if he needs
Like,
to be
you
a
know,
puppet. And if
Gets
he,
on his Chris Benoit home with his wife and
How
smothers her with
many-
the pillow and chokes up the kid.
how many mans are gonna get blackface scandal come out and still win the election?
He's a soft bitch. Though. People are just like, he's so soft. He didn't mean it. Like that's why he
He
gets
doesn't
away.
give a fuck.
If Trump did that, he'd be cooked. He actually couldn't win the second term.
You
Or
know,
maybe he would win it.
you know why Trudeau's dangerous? Because nobody said no to him growing up until any point of his life. He's never been denied or said no.
Trudeau's
So,
the kind
like-
of guy to fuck your girlfriend behind your back as your friend.
You know what I mean? 100%. That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
Like
and
he's
tell
never
you.
like if he wants something like he'll perfectly happy to be like I get my way. That's how it just has been at forever. Whether I have to say sorry or just
Well,
lie
he's, a
about
sec-
it.
he's a second gen politician, right? So I usually don't trust those
He's bred for
motherfuckers.
this shit.
Yeah,
He's bred for
I
this
don't
shit.
like when you're bred for something. Like that's not how it works.
I like him better than like Shear. We would have had Shear. And I fuck that guy.
I mean,
He was a straight cuck.
I
He was a
like
straight
I like
cuck.
my politicians with a little straight up racism to them. That's how I prefer them.
You like Doug Ford?
I like Doug.
I like Doug Ford too. Did you see the today? I seen what they have fucking RCMP was at his house for a poisonous suspicious package.
Whatever,
Why are
but
man's trying to end Doug Ford's life? Is that the teachers coming at fucking Fordsy?
It might be because they're upset that they haven't got their I don't know they want payouts or fucking less
Smaller
kids in their
class
class.
sizes, they say.
I don't blame
But
them.
also
I don't
want to
blame them.
raise.
They do deserve
Honestly,
it.
I'm not sure they do. Because hear me out. There's a lot of
My
teachers.
pops was a teacher, so I have to.
I
Always
love
kind of fend for
teachers.
the teachers.
No, I love teachers.
But I've had a lot of shit teachers too.
No, but
so
what
I
I'm
hear you.
saying is right now, from what I remember
Yeah.
going through the schooling process,
Mhm.
about I would say 66% of teachers don't want to be teaching anymore and are just milking out till their retirement.
I agree
and
with
aren't
you.
passionate.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I'd
A lot
rather
of-
have new, young, youthful teachers that are waiting for a job, chomping at a
I can't
bit.
say that.
That's
can't
gonna
say
bring, like, so I
Because
just
at the
think,
end of the day, some people are coming in cruising off the hop and don't give a shit, and then you have people that always care, then stop caring, and then you have people that always care all the way through, and then you have people that cruised at first and then start caring. So it's hard to gauge.
yeah, it's
know what I mean?
no, I get that, but like, honestly, like,
But I hear you. There's a lot of shitty fucking teachers. Like
well, that
do
and the
shit
province is
jobs.
broke.
Well, the province is fucking broke, so we'll just take some money from Alberta. They don't need it.
Yeah, that's gonna work out
That's how
well
it
right
works. We
now.
just take the money from the West. That's how literally the country works.
The cost of living is just so ridiculous. I'm just like,
Is it?
it's hard for people to get behind them that don't have kids. It's hard for them to get behind the cause, I think.
It's hard to live, isn't it?
Well, it's expensive. It's not hard. I would not say it's hard. It's expensive, So when
You can
people
have fun.
see like, okay, this person's making 80,000 working 8 months a year, it's hard for a lot of people. I know it's hard to try to get behind a cause like that. I get the smaller class sizes, and they're probably right. Like that's not good, but they're also pushing it back against e-learning, which is just modernization. We should be pushing the way of the future,
We shouldn't,
e-learning.
though.
That's the way it is when you go to school, like university. Though you're gonna have to
It
be
should be
learning
a
online.
mixture of both. I mean, we have kids now that don't even know what cursive writing is. I think that all that shit's fucked up. Like, yeah, we don't use it, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't know what the fuck it is.
Well, the problem is I don't fucking like how we don't even teach the kids. Like, if you're gonna spend on the fucking curriculums, change the curriculums. If you want to spend on education, let's teach kids how to do their own fucking taxes. We learn a lot of bullshit, and if you really want to I'm not standing behind any strike unless the strike revolves around actual modernization of learning and what actually affects our lives. Because how much bullshit did I sit through, and you and all of us sat through, that we didn't use? Like, let's get practical fucking learning. So when you're striking for smaller class sizes, it doesn't make a fucking difference when you're just telling us mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. There's big changes that need to be made, and until like both sides want to address that, I'm not supporting either of those sides.
That's a good argument.
Because like it's the curriculum that needs to change. It's just fucked.
Does, but like you're looking at a curriculum change around the board more than just like it's not just Ontario. This is like around the world. Like I want to say
no,
100%,
100%. Well, the thing is,
we need to learn how to actually survive in this world, but we need to learn how to like, you know what I mean?
We have an education system that was built for people going into factory jobs, for people in the 1950s, not built for 2020.
Like, look at now, like kids are like in high school and they're figuring out their social media thing, and they have like a huge following and making a killing because they had this much to go on their own. But like, if you look how it should be, like we should be teaching kids about social media so they can make their own decisions of whether they want to have their profile be something that's private between them and their family and friends, or if they want to take it to another level for a platform to monetize themselves. Like all those things should be accessible to kids at this point, because like, look at those fucking TikTok bitches at All-Star Weekend. Like they're making a killing off a dance they didn't even fucking make.
No, they were just like likable people that did the dance, that hopped on trends.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Some fucking black girl made it, and she got like a little shout out after, but she didn't get the hype of being in the fucking dunk contest with fucking my boy there. So
at no part of school is it going to tell you how to monetize a hobby. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be like, oh, you're good at this. Let's monetize.
Is it a hobby though? That's what I'm saying.
It's a career now.
Yeah, they're careers now because it's
but
it's
that's
social media entertainment. So it's like
they're gonna be like,
it's just a hobby anymore. This isn't just like for shits and giggles and like laughs with you in your fucking high school class.
100%.
Yeah.
And the actual fucked up part is, I guarantee you, every single high school has at least one of these random, like at least somewhat famous TikTok fucking people that can make legit careers out of it. Yeah. But the school's gonna tell you to be a fucking nurse or a fucking firefighter or like electrician.
Be a nurse.
Kill yourself at fucking 50 because you hate your fucking life. Go to a fucking sell insurance instead, because that's what the society wants. But go to an accountant to do your taxes. We won't tell you how to do it either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
use TurboTax, but don't learn how to do taxes on your own.
Yeah, like it's so fucking dumb.
Well, that's the whole thing.
That's what frustrates me about this education
thing. Society is built for us to just be pawns and not really know what's going on, and always seeking help from other people so we can like do things that we just know how to do.
And how much creativity does it really foster for the most part? Like not much. Which if I'm thinking education, I think creativity should be being like the one thing that's harnessed from youth.
They never foster that.
That's the commodity.
You have an art degree? Like, are you a fucking retard? It's one of those things. That's what they always say. Like, the more artistic you are, the more you point in things that are like seen as just for fun. They kind of make fun of you. It's like you didn't make a real career choice.
Yeah,
that's how it is. You fucking go to dance school, you go to art school, you go to fucking film school, you go to anything that's like about passion and more about what like the man would want you to do, like as a real career. People always judge you and be like, you didn't take your life seriously.
Well,
that's just how it is.
I think that also explains like, you know how there's such a high suicide rate in like middle to late age men, because they're all working, grinding in a lot of jobs. I think that they don't like, and they're in lives they don't like.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of shit.
They didn't.
Like, we talked about this earlier before we were on cast about like a lot of dudes, like, you know, later on in life realizing, oh, I'm gay, I'm trans. It's things like that. Like, you don't know who the fuck you are your whole life. You're living a fucking sham. It's gonna make you fucking off yourself, right?
So what do you think? I had this conversation with my buddy earlier, not earlier today, but like during the weekend.
Oh yeah.
About if he knew someone that offed themselves, killed themselves, and didn't write the letter to like his wife or anything. God forbid you do it. Like, what do you take? Do you think that's selfish? Because I was saying I think that's kind of a selfish move.
I think
to not even leave a letter.
That's like aware of mental illness. I can never say that suicide is selfish.
No, not suicide. The lack of a letter. Like, I was gonna say, if you're gonna do it, at least give people closure.
It's a matter of perspective of how you live your life. Like, I don't think you owe anybody shit in this life. Like, people believe like, oh, like you're my friend. You should no. Like, I should have told you what. I don't have to tell you anything. What I want to share with you is what I want to share with you. And even up to a parental level, people have this like reverence for parents buddy, they just created you. They decided to fucking bust a nut and make a person. That doesn't make them like God. Like,
Yeah.
so if your parents end up still being dickheads, you don't have to respect them. You have to look at life from a face value and be like, listen, these people are fucking morons. I can only take it as that. Like,
I don't know. I feel like if
No,
if
whatever
you
the case
have
may
if
be.
you have a spouse and kids at play, I think the least you can do is toss
Listen,
it like an "I love you" out there. Like,
I will
fuck.
say you're kind of an asshole for getting married and having kids because like you have responsibilities that you're checking out on. But at the end of the day, I understand mental illness and I know that it makes you not want to be here. So I get
No,
why people make
I'm
the
not even arguing
decision.
that. It's just more like I figure I don't know. It's hard to
It's
judge because people aren't in the
unfair.
right space of
It's
mind
unfair
either.
because it's unfair to the survivors that have to deal with the fact that you're gone. That it doesn't matter how much they loved you, you're gone. So it doesn't matter when
And
you
no
wrote-
closure
If you
either.
wrote them a letter, it doesn't make a fucking difference. You
Yeah,
say,
I
"Oh, well, I
guess.
loved you, but it was still too much." I wouldn't be like, "Oh, well, that's okay." I wouldn't. That doesn't change things for me. I'm not like, "Oh, well, you know, like you wrote me this letter. It was really nice, so I don't feel bad about you dying." Like, fuck no. The shit still hurts. Like, you know what I
Do
mean?
you,
So
so you are very sympathetic for like suicide and stuff like that, eh?
I wouldn't say I'm sympathetic, but I'm just realistic about things. Like I can look at it from face value.
You think we should
where-
do suicide booths like Futurama style? Like society should have like
Ooh.
your choice suicide, and they just have like clean,
I
simple way
wouldn't
to
say your
doing it.
choice though. It should just be lethal injection booths if we're gonna do it. Like it should because
Do you think that should be a thing though? I
so
think
I-
only because of population
I
control,
believe,
maybe.
I believe in euthanasia, so I believe people should have the option to end their lives if they want to without chastisement because like you shouldn't be charged trying to kill yourself if you didn't know you can be charged trying to kill yourself.
Imagine not.
So-
Imagine being scared to kill yourself because of being judged. That
I
seems
mean,
counterproductive.
I think the worst thing about trying to kill yourself would be like not doing it right and then ending up a paraplegic. That's like the worst possible feeling.
Yeah, you do
Like,
not.
now
If you
you're-
wanted to off it, you wanted it to be
Yeah.
done.
You're now a shittier level of human. Like nothing against paraplegics, but like your parts don't work, so
Yeah, like,
it kind of sucks.
and you have to go through pain and suffering.
I mean, not necessarily. You might not have any pain, but the fact of the matter is your parts don't work. You can't walk. You can't fuck sometimes.
You can't
so,
dunk.
As a black guy, it's very offensive to not dunk.
Well, what do you think about that dunk contest though? Aaron Gordon got robbed,
back to
fam.
All-Star weekend. Oh, fuck. Well,
I don't think we touched it, to be honest.
I mean, I segued to it earlier, but hey,
Did you?
a little bit.
I don't remember.
That's okay. You're white.
I wasn't listening.
It's your white
the weed.
privilege.
But Aaron Gordon got robbed. That's all that matters.
Of course. I mean, he got robbed
But
again.
Derek Jones Jr. was doing his thing. I can't talk shit.
You know what? It's Black History Month, and he's a little bit darker, so they gave him the chip, right?
Yeah, what is Aaron Gordon? What the fuck is
It was
Aaron
fucking
Gordon?
Dwayne Wade, man. It's Dwayne Wade's bullshit. I think he's just like, that's a Miami guy. I'm a Miami guy, so I'm gonna cheat for my trans son. I'm a fucking weirdo.
What is what?
What do I think about
No,
Dwayne Wade's
no.
trans son?
What I wanted
Well,
to say
let me tell you.
about that is, what is the need to publicly open up about that? That
It's
should be
not even-
between
listen,
that should be between you and the family.
It's
There's
not
no need to
even-
go on Ellen and be like, well,
Well,
my son is
it's
a
to-
part of the LGBTQ community.
It's to get everyone else to get their sons to do it too, which I do not fucking
No,
agree
there's
with.
no way that's the
Well,
way.
why would you publicly make a point like that to make it seem like, oh, it's okay if your 12-year-old son wants to be a fucking girl? Like, no, it's not.
It
When
was
you are
weird.
12
I don't know why you
listen,
publicly
When
do
you are
it though.
12 years old,
It is
you don't
weird.
get to pick your fucking gender. When you leave the house, when you are 18 and go on the way to college, pick your gender then, because you at least have somewhat of a fucking brain. There's no possible fucking way in my position I would ever let my son do that.
What
Not
were we
even
talking
publicly,
about? Weren't you guys
period.
talking about trans suicide rates? Like they're higher when they're
higher.
younger?
No, they're higher when they're younger and they actually go through the transition.
Yeah.
Because
But like, who's doing stats? Where'd you read that stat though? Like who?
It's a real stat. Just look it up. Google it. It's not gonna be hard to find. It's not like I just came.
No,
up
I
with this
believe
off
it.
my head.
I can believe it.
My point, like I should be at the point where I can actually reference where I find these stats, but
No, I know.
I
We don't
just
have
don't care.
Jamie. We don't have Jamie here to pull
it's
up
not even that-
stats.
I don't care. Like it's not like I have this argument against the trans community. I just think that if you're going to be trans, like let's be at least somewhat safe and realistic about it. Like we shouldn't be letting children become trans. Like that's all I'm saying. Like being a kid and being gay is a decision that you can make somewhat because you get into your feelings of what gender you like, but deciding to cut off your parts or get new parts added or have plastic surgery be another gender is too much for a child to make the decision. That's past
Yeah,
just
that's an
emotionally who you
18. I
like.
think that should be an 18
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
The fuck, like what the fuck, bro? You
That
get
should never be
charged as an
children.
adult at 18.
I seen the
you-
woman. A lot of women were suing the What were they suing? The U.S. like board of like fucking sports, so that trans fucking woman can't compete against them in
Listen,
sport.
I don't think anybody that used to be a man should be competing against women in anything. Like I said before, a man has run the 100-meter in less than 10 seconds. A woman has never done that feat. And that alone tells you that women and men can never be in the same athletic pool. The sports must always be separated because there's a difference
It's
between the
true.
two genders.
But you want to know
Simple as
something
that.
crazy?
They're
About,
just too different.
you know what's something crazy about this? I was looking at a study, and then they studied the fastest by speed by running.
Mhm.
The gap is greater in sprint and like the short term of running, like
Mhm.
but when it comes to the longer the distance, the shorter the gap becomes. So something about the
That's
woman's
fair.
body
So
that can
women-
handle
endurance.
long distance, but they still weren't at the gap, but the gap like drastically was closing
Which I
the
can believe.
further the distance, which is kind of curious.
Which I can believe. Like, listen,
So they might be optimal at like a fucking crazy like
listen,
length.
Women are better at things than men.
Yeah.
But you have to admit to the fact that men are better at some things than women. That's just how it is. We're not built to be the same.
Not all
We're
of them,
built
but
to,
yeah.
We're built
if we're
to
talking
accent
numbers.
each other. It's supposed to be, I'm good at this, you're good at that. We come together, now we're great together.
Which is why you think there should be 2 world leaders.
Exactly.
I like the theory now
You
that
see
I
what-
put some
you see what
thought
I'm
with it.
saying? Yeah.
It makes sense scientifically speaking.
That's why I believe in the 2 world leader theory. I just don't like it's bad enough.
Has anyone
how-
tried it though, other than kings and queens? Yeah,
No,
kings and
but
queens.
Queen didn't have shit to say. The king ran the country. The queen didn't do shit unless it was her bloodline. They made her the queen and him the king because she's the queen.
Yeah, I don't like monarchies. The queen. I hate the fact that queen's on her bill.
I think it's kind of cool, bro.
Fuck her.
At the end of the day, like I'm not about her shit because, like, you know, like I'd rather have. Some
She
black
looks
eyes, you know?
sketch. She's some about her just off.
She's a lizard.
She looks like she's killed people or some shit.
She might have.
Have you seen like who's that guy, old fucking one in the royal family that looked like he was dying and they're just barely keeping the guy alive?
I think it was a Rothschild you're talking about, or a Rockefeller.
Was it? I thought it was one of like the royal
I think I've seen
family.
the picture.
I thought it was like Prince
he had
something.
like 3 heart attacks or some
The
shit.
guy's just a fucking zombie. They're like, we're
Yeah.
keeping him alive because he's really like powerful and rich. So
Yeah, no,
we just don't want his heart to stop. Guy looks like he's fucking just came out of the freezer. Like,
Pretty
holy
much.
fuck.
I wonder if that's a thing, the cryogenic freezing. Can you get frozen and come back 100 years later?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't do it. Would you? I wouldn't do it. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it like 1,000 years later. Like, let's fuck this shit right up.
I
Let's
wouldn't
see
do
this
that,
shit
man.
like
I
fucking Futurama.
I do at least a quarter millennium because I feel like 1,000 years, you don't know what the planet will even fucking be here. 150, 200 you can get away with, but 1,000 years in the future, we might not be here. We might collapse the society.
But that's
and some new
fine. But
fucking
think about it if you come out.
laws running this shit.
Think about if you come out, how crazy that could be.
It wouldn't be that lit.
Because you come out, it's either like the most sick shit or like
Well, if they,
abandoned
at the end of the
dead.
day, if they restart the planet, like it's like, you know, back to like the year 1, at least you come back and consent is dead, right? So you can just
Good point.
pussy free for all, right?
Back to two genders.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyways, I think we gotta,
Should we wrap it up after that? Jesus
yeah, I
Christ.
think we should wrap it up before we get a Me Too movement on our hands again.
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 I don't fear the Me Tooers. They can't even fucking fight anyway.
Who?
They didn't fight the first time.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not a bad joke. I might have to steal something like that.
that's good shit, man. I don't mind if you steal my shit.
I will steal jokes.
I'll
from
write
your
you
name.
jokes. Like, I'll write you some funny shit.
Ghost
if you
write me
want
some
to.
shit.
I will, straight up. Quentin Miller shit, bro.
Yeah, he was
We
going
joked
off
together.
about the other day saying fucking Meek Mandela ruined his career.
Meek Mandela. Well,
You
Meek
say
Mill did
that.
ruin his fucking career. At the end of the day, like, you know, it was
He
a
blew up
secret.
his spot with
Yeah,
his
it's a
quote.
secret. Yeah, buddy, he's writing raps on the low with celebrities. Now you fucked it up, and no one trusts him now. Like, you fucked up the bag.
Yeah,
He
fuck.
did.
So you don't fuck with Meek, eh?
I fuck with Meek. Meek's an amazing rapper, and there's songs that Meek Mill has written that hit me to my soul.
Dreams
Touch
and
me
nightmares,
deeply.
eh?
Dreams and Nightmares does hit. I'm
It's
not
a
gonna
banger,
lie,
it's a banger.
it does. But I'm more of a Dream Chaser 1.
I'm more of a
to,
Drake guy. I like
I like
Meek.
Drake too.
like
I'm a
Drake.
big Drake guy too, but like I appreciate Meek.
I appreciate both. You can appreciate both.
You can.
Anyways, let's fuck off. Let's get out of here.
Do we have to get out of here?
Yeah.
Erica, is our time up?
Or is there time up?
We have 2 minutes.
What do you want to talk about? All right,
Wanna
2
fill in
minutes.
space?
2 minutes. Give me fucking this year's NBA champ, NHL champ, and I think that's the only.
I don't know
two
who's
sports
doing
that I
well in
can
the NHL right now, but
finish. Still
NBA
give one.
champ.
Still give one. Who gives a fuck?
Either Raptors or somebody out of LA. I don't think the Bucks are there yet, and I think the Bucks not being there yet bodes in our favor because that means Giannis 2021. But
You think he really comes here?
I think it really does. I think superstars get tired of being in one place and not fucking winning. It's a new NBA. It's not like before where
Yeah,
you're
but
loyal
who
to a
the
franchise.
fuck wants winter, fam?
Yeah, but he has a Greek community here. He has Masai here.
This guy's not
Yeah,
Greek. He's
Serge Ibaka.
African as fuck. He claims
name-
Greece.
His name's African as fuck, but
like,
his first name is still Giannis, and he still speaks Greek fluently. So
and he's like joke stick. I'm drafting my African brother, Pascal Siakam.
Yeah,
like, this
come
guy
on.
doesn't claim Greece. Like, how the fuck that even happened? Like, what the
come on,
fuck?
he knows what time it is.
Yeah,
It's tampering time.
where's he from originally? Even
Fuck. I don't know.
we'll go with Greece.
Somewhere black.
No, he's totally natural
No,
Greece.
he's born. He's
100%.
born in Greece. His parents are the ones.
Nothing
I
says
think
that-
Nigeria. I think what it is. Nigeria.
Nothing says a Greek male like a 6'9",
Yeah,
7 foot
yeah,
tall,
yeah.
whatever he is.
Yeah, no,
Fucking
Greeks
black
are-
dude.
Greeks are built like that for sure.
All right, let's fuck off. Erica, thank you so much.
Yeah. just
Tune in
remember
next
us.
week. Subscribe, all that shit.
Yeah.
Come to the show in Oshawa on Sunday if you're
Yeah.
around.
If you're there,
If
come
you're
by.
there, come by. Say hi. Bye.
Woo, woo.
Love you.
Peace.